Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Elizabeth A. Corshu. I am the founder and CEO of Nurse Exec Innovations, a career coaching and global health consulting firm, as well as I offer services for resilience leadership coaching as well. I'm also the curator of the platform titled Pass the Mic. Some of you are probably saying, what is Pass the Mic? Who is Pass the Mic? Well, Pass the Mic is a platform that I've curated for game changers, visionaries, advocates looking to execute their global footprints in today's society in all areas of healthcare, education, business, technology, fashion, culture, and so much more. Today, we have a special series for the month of March, which is Women's History Month. Women's History Month is to celebrate the brilliance, the beauty, the strength of all of our iconic women that make an impact and influence in all of their communities, whether it's locally, statewide, nationally, or globally. So I'm just so thankful and grateful today. We have our first guest of the month, which happens to be Dr. Dara Lemite, and she will introduce herself. Thank you so much for coming on
Thank
today, Dara.
thank you so much, Elizabeth. I'm so honored and thankful to be here with you and also with your audience and to be here on Pass the Mic. It's truly an honor. So thank you so much for having me here today. And just to kind of give you a brief overview of me, I am a mother first, okay? I'm also a daughter, I'm a sister. I am a musician, an author, as you know, and an educator. And I'm the owner of Dara Marie Productions, which we provide live music. I'm a flautist, and we provide live music for social events as well as corporate events. And my ministry is Be an Overcomer, where I hope to inspire and empower people to walk by faith and use the gift of imagination to create the life you desire. I truly believe having faith and another thing, like having faith in God and just having faith in general, just with God, is the center and is the key. So that's something that I also wanted to add to my introduction about me. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Oh, awesome, awesome. Is there anything else that you want to kind of share with us? I think No, I think you pretty much covered it. So I'm just going to kind of jump right in because
Yes.
this is a very brief series. Is there something else you wanted to add? Or you're
No,
okay?
not at the
You're good?
moment.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Great. Great. So I just wanted to kind of jump right in because, this is a brief Pass the Mic series because it's really showcasing all of your strength, beauty, brilliance, talents, gifts, all that great stuff. So the first question I wanted to ask you is how do you empower yourself? Because you can only pour out of a full cup. You cannot pour out of an
Yes.
empty cup.
Yes.
So how do
Yes.
you empower yourself? And then how do you empower other women through your work, whatever work that is? You
Yes.
can kind of give us
Yes.
some
Of
examples.
course. In terms of like to answer your first question, empowering myself, I believe prayer is really important, and that's something that I do daily. Spend time with God. Like before I start my day, I have to start with prayer, and sometimes I journal. I just need that quiet time. It's like you know, um, there's a word where when you spend time in the secret place, right, you can face the marketplace, you can face everything else, you can face the challenges of the day. So for me, in order to like order my day and I believe to have a successful day, I need that time with God. I need that quiet time. I need that prayer time. So that's essential for me. And then also, in terms of, you said inspiring women or empowering women, I also try to encourage them to walk by faith.
Yes.
And that's the ministry side, being overcomer. Because we all wear multiple hats. We're all doing
Mhm.
like a lot of things. We're all living very busy lives. But I find that like when you have that time with God and you keep him first, right? He'll order your steps when you keep him first. So I try to share that with as many women as possible. Yes. Thank you.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. So, how do you empower her, other women? I hear what you do for yourself, but how do you utilize how do you empower other women?
To like walk out their dreams, walk out their goals, and try to encourage them, try to inspire them to take charge of their lives, because we can encourage others, but ultimately it's us. We have to be willing to walk it out and do the work ourselves, right? We can't just
That
look to one
part.
person, right?
That
Am I
part.
right? And I know you
That
understand. I
part.
know
Yeah,
you
that no, that's why I'm like
know
that
you fully
part.
understand. Yes, yes,
That
yes.
part.
I know
Yeah.
you understand that, right? I realize, like, Elizabeth, that we can encourage and inspire people because you're very encouraging, very inspiring to me. And it's like, but yet at the same token, you can, and I'm sure, Elizabeth, you can relate, you can pour into someone and give them the tools, but ultimately, they have to use those tools, take those tools out of the toolbox, right? And use it, right? So I just like I hope that
Mm.
this is why it's so important. And I love this series. It's Empower Her, because it's giving women the tools so that they themselves walk out and use those tools to change their lives. And that's what I hope to do with Be an Overcomer and teaching people how to walk by faith, because I think that's paramount to everything in this life. It's like it's really a faith walk.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And hence, as you talked about your books, Be an Overcomer, Faith and Imagination, hence Beyond the Vision. Some of you
Yes.
can look clearly in
Beyond
the
vision.
background, you
Yes.
see Dara
Looking
on her
beyond.
flutist.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Which
yes.
is so
Walking by
awesome.
faith
I'm
and
so,
not by sight.
yeah, walking by faith and not by
So let's
sight.
get back.
Mhm. Oh,
Yes,
sorry.
yes,
Yes, go ahead.
yes.
Yeah.
So let's get into this. That's okay. That's okay. Let's get into the second question.
Hmm.
Um, how is God and faith an integral part of your daily life? I know you kind of touched upon it in the beginning of your introduction, but how
Hmm.
is that an integral part of your daily life? Like, what does that look like? Like, kind of give us a day in like, I kind of know what your day starts off with because I see it on
Yeah.
Facebook every morning.
Hmm.
At
Hmm.
kind of
Yes.
tell us what that looks
Yeah. So normally, like I said earlier, I pray and I really try to ask God, what should I share? Because I believe the word is for somebody, it's for someone, it's to encourage someone. So I usually pray, and at times then I'll journal, and then I decide, okay, this is, being God led, this is what I should share. And I put that out there. And then throughout the day, in terms of decisions, whatever, something like if it's a challenge or if it's a decision that needs to be made, I always try to seek God and pray and have that time with God first before everyone else. Because, like, as I shared with you, and I know you're very busy
like.
too, Elizabeth, a lot of times, like, being mothers, your mother too, like, we have
Mhm.
they're our priority. Like my son is my priority, as I know your children are your priority. And then it's like other people will try to pull at you, right? So you have to, I'm realizing it's a balance. I have to find the balance. Yeah. Because we can't, yes, yes, cannot pour from, and you
Yes.
said that earlier, you
Yeah.
cannot pour from an empty cup. That's where overwhelm comes in. That's where stress comes in. That's where maybe anxiety will come in if you're pouring and you're pouring out and you're constantly pouring out, but then
Mhm.
you're not being filled up. So I'm learning like there has to be a balance.
Correct.
Yes. Right? Yes, yes, yes. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And I have no problem talking about my experience of overwhelm, and I mentioned about it. I talk about it in the book. In
Yes, and
2021, for me,
yes,
that was a game-changing year,
of course.
because I really experienced overwhelm because I was pouring from an empty cup, and I didn't realize my cup was so empty. It had holes in it. It had
Yes,
holes in it. So when you have holes, you're in a very poor situation.
yes,
So I then move on to the next question I ask you, because I'm very respectful of our time here, and I
yes.
appreciate your time. Thank you.
No, thank
So
you.
what
No, thank you.
talents, what gifts, or characteristic traits? Yeah, what talents or gifts, or what are your quality traits that you share with the communities that you work within?
Sure. Okay. Definitely the gift of music. Like, definitely that is a gift I have. I'm a flautist. I'm honored to be a part of the Beyond the Vision book, and I share, certain testimonies in that book, as well as the other authors. So I'm so thankful for that. Yes, Beyond the Vision. Okay, everyone, please support Beyond the Vision. It's an amazing book.
Yes.
Thank you, Elizabeth, for taking the charge and like following
Thank
God's
you.
leading to pull us all together. Like, such an amazing project, such an amazing book. So I just wanted to thank you for that too. But like, some of the gifts is music. I know God has given me that gift. So I share it a lot in churches and, like, say for services. I'm hired to play for different events. I'm also a music teacher. I also believe I have the gift of writing. I love to express my feelings and put it down on paper. I also believe I have the gift of empowering. So that's where the speaking portion comes in as well. Yes.
Awesome.
So those are a few
Awesome.
gifts.
Thank you so much.
No, thank
So
you.
and and that's the important thing, is that we're all blessed with gifts.
Yes.
We all have different qualifying gifts that our heavenly Father has blessed us with.
Yes, he
So if
has.
somebody's successful in one gift and the other person tries to do the same thing as Dara's doing, or like Elizabeth is
Elizabeth.
doing,
That's right.
just be
Yeah.
the best version of you.
Amen.
Empower her. Empower you,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Oh
So
my, so
I'm gonna
powerful.
dig a little deeper.
Yes.
So, what do you value most about life as a woman? What do you do differently since we survived the pandemic? Like, as a woman, like, we talked about, we wear so many hats, we do so many things. Since
Yes.
the pandemic, like, I know all of us had the opportunity to reevaluate what we're
Yes.
going to do in our businesses, in our professional lives, in our personal lives, in our
Yes.
family lives. What do you do differently?
Um, I find that now, like, I've always was, I shouldn't say always, because then it means like it's like perfect in doing that. I believe I've been intentional, but now even more so, very intentional with my time and how I spend my time, and really trying to like work towards my goals, like really, really hone in, because a lot of times we could talk about things. And I'm gonna start with me. There's things that, like, I could say, oh, I want this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it. You have to go from speaking about it to doing it, you know? And I find I'm very intentional with my time, because it's like I have so many things that are vying for my time, you know? First and
Yes.
foremost, of course, I got to keep God first, but I'm a mother of a young child. So he is my priority. He's in middle school. Elizabeth, you and I, we had many conversations. Like, I look up to you,
Yes.
like, because you're a mom, you get it. You know what I mean? And then, I have parents, I have
Look, wait.
sister,
So,
you know,
so just to kind of let the audience, yes, yes,
yeah,
to
so
let
it's
the
like, and
audience
then
know, because
I have goals.
obviously
So
you keep referencing I'm a
you really
mother.
have to
So
be
I'm
very
I'm a mother. Yeah,
intentional.
A
and
mother of
scheduling.
twins. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
so like, and like
Yes.
scheduling out that time, right? It's about, because the one thing we all have that God has given us
Hmm.
is the gift of 24 hours. No matter where we are in life, God has given all of us the gift of 24
Yes.
hours. And it's about how we,
That part.
right? Yes. And it's about how we use that time. And none of us know how much time we have. Not to think morbidly, but it's almost like at the end of your life, right? And I don't know why God gave me this the other day. It's like at the end of your life, what would you want someone to say about you? Someone to stand up and say about you, whether it's your accomplishments,
Mm,
whether it's stuff you've done, the impact you left. And especially for those of us women that are Christians, that believe in the Lord, there are people that are assigned to our lives. I'll never forget years ago, my Bible teacher said, there are souls assigned to your lives. It's not just about, just living life day to day. We have to live intentionally. We're here to leave our mark. We're here to empower her, like the series says. We're here to lead people beyond the vision, right? These are things that
yes.
we need to do, right? And teaching people to walk by faith. So it's so
Yes.
important,
Yes.
Elizabeth. Like, it's like God has put a fire,
Yes.
it's almost like a fire in me, like this year, like
Yes.
really like it's like
Oh
you
yeah.
were up this
Oh
level,
yeah.
now it's time, girl. It's like all gas, no brakes. Like, stop playing, let's go, let's go. You know, there are people to reach for God. There's people to bring into his kingdom. There are people that are sitting on, like Elizabeth, you've taken great strides and great steps towards your goals. There are people that have gifts that they're sitting on. You and I are here to inspire those people to move towards those gifts and to know that no matter where they are in life,
Yes.
they can push
Yes.
past challenges and live a fulfilled life. So, yes, intentional living. To answer the short answer is to live intentionally and live purposefully.
Well, thank you so much. And I'm just going to close out with saying that I agree with you, my sister.
Yes,
2024, these are the five, these are the five principles that God gave me. It was like a download. I was praying, I was meditating, and I'm going to share it with the audience.
yes.
Is is order,
Order,
move in order, clarity, move in clarity, intentionality. Everything has to be intentional.
intentional. Yes,
Intentionality, purpose. What is your purpose? Is your purpose really assigned to this particular project, or is it
yes,
not? Because there's been
right.
many a times I've wasted energy,
Yes,
I have wasted time. As you said before earlier, you said that people, we can give them the tools, but if they don't
right.
put things in step, in order,
Yes, yes.
can't do anything about it.
Can't do
And
anything.
then the last thing is strategy.
Strategy. Yes,
Strategy. So
powerful.
order,
Yes,
clarity,
clarity.
intentionality, purpose, and strategy.
Yes,
And that is how I'm moving. That is how I'm moving in 2024.
right.
And I don't make any excuses. I don't make up any stories. If a person's not able to do, um, I just say, I just say a prayer on the inside, and I just go
Yes,
about my father's business, right? Isn't that a
that's
scripture?
right. Yes,
I am
yes.
about my father's business,
In this
and
business.
that's move. Yes.
That's right. That's right.
So
That's
so
right.
how can we get in touch? How do we get in touch? How do we get in touch with you? If we
Sure.
needed to get in touch with you for
Yeah,
your gifts and your
definitely. Thank you so much. You can find me at daramarieproductions.com. That's my website. It's also on IG. And then my YouTube is Be an Overcomer. And also, I also have the book. I'm one of the co-authors with Beyond the Vision, which is also available on Amazon, as well as, I'm sure, Elizabeth, you have the site too, Beyond the Vision. And also my book,
Mhm.
Faith and Imagination, because those are the two tools basically that I'm teaching with helping to transform people's lives is faith and imagination. Yes, thank you
Awesome,
so much.
awesome. And
Thank you.
you welcome. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you again for coming on to Empower Her series. I know it was short, but I thank you so much for your nuggets. And I just
Mhm.
wanted to kind of do a little plug to those that are watching. Make sure you get Dr. Dara's book and also get Beyond the Vision, because
Vision,
I
yes,
talk about with other eight co-authors, I talk about, moving past, going from vision to execution, going from execution to vision. So
that's right.
we give you all the steps. You just have to buy the book. There's eight
That's
P's,
right.
and
Yes.
you'll check it out. But thank you so much, Dara. We'll be in
Thank
touch.
you, Elizabeth.
you
Thank
you
you.
you've done a wonderful job, and you have a wonderful Women's History Month, and enjoy,
You
and
too.
always continue to pour into
Yes.
yourself. Okay,
Thank you.
take
Thank you
care.
so much.
God
Take care.
bless. Bye
God
bye.
bless you.